Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Benny. That number 13 young man right there is my son, Lumpy. And here we are, back for Team Rally Fries' last two games in the 11U season. We're going to do something different for this one, you guys. Normally, I commentate live over the games, and you guys get to hear that awesomeness. But this particular time, I am not going to include any of the original audio from the game, and I'm going to do a voiceover, which is what I'm doing here. You're just hearing my voice as I talk over the memories that I have of these last two games for the Rally Fries. And I'm bringing this up for one reason, you guys. It's going to become very apparent that the Rally Fries players, coaches, parents, we all knew that, you know what? This is probably the last day of our season. And you're going to see as it unfolds why we were feeling that way. So because of that, I decided not to include the original audio from me because you could totally hear it in my voice, you guys. The Rally Fries are about to get slaughtered, 2 games back to back. But I also want to include the ZT prospects, you know, because both teams played very well, and all those players deserve to have their moment here with the Fries. So for those reasons, that's why I'm doing this voiceover. And just to point out, you guys, also, this is a 12U tournament, as Rally Fries is still an 11U team. We played this last tournament because honestly, it was the last thing and only thing going on here in Southern California. So we decided to have one last run at it. And it was actually a great choice because, you know, we had some very amazing moments. Obviously, the last game where they walked it off in that amazing comeback. Gavin's first home run, a first walk-off home run. Aaliyah, when she hit her first home run. There was just so many memories that we had to include this tournament. But yeah, okay. So I also want to talk about, going back to the 12U, the ZT prospects, both teams and all the 12U teams are actually 13. They're actually getting ready for their 13U season. And us Rally Fries 11U are getting ready for our 12U. And I point that out because you could see the difference in the young players going through, you know, they're getting older. And this is around the age where young boys start to become young men, and you get to see the difference in height and all that. Like the ZT prospects, they were very, very tall and on their way to becoming men. So, you know, Rally Fries, they put up a great effort, but as you're going to see, things they just did not go our way for this tournament. But nonetheless, like I said, we had a lot of fun, and I wanted to include the ZT prospects in here because they actually played very well. Okay, going back to Taj, because I know a lot of people leave comments. Where's Taj? You know, is Taj back? And no, Taj is not back, you guys. I love Taj and his family very much, but this was only a one-time thing. It might be possible for him to guest play with us again, but it was only for this tournament. Taj will not be returning to the Rally Fries. He's going to stay with MVP Casillas, but, you know, I love you, Taj. Of course, you know, we wish you were on the Rally Fries, but I completely understand, and we love you very much. So, yep, that was the 411 on Taj. And to go through all the other players, because I know a lot of you guys leave comments, the ones that come to my mind right now, Anthony the Jet. At the end of the day, I just think he wasn't getting enough playing time as his family wanted, and they chose to go a different direction. But Anthony, you know, we love and miss that young man very much, and we wish him well. And I believe he's playing with another ZT team, if I'm not mistaken. The other one I want to mention that really sticks out to me is Junior. Junior left because, you know, we went through some new coaching changes that I'll explain later. And at the end of the day, I just feel like his family was never on board with that. And they just ended up leaving the team. But again, you know, I love Junior very much. And I wish him well. I wish his family well. And, you know, he's always going to be a part of Rally Fries history because he was the first one to ever hit a over-the-fence home run for the Fries. So he'll always hold a special place in my heart. And, yeah, that's pretty much the only two that I could... Everyone else, you know, left for personal reasons, you know, nothing too crazy. But those are the ones that I see I get comments about the most. All right, so the 11U season, guys, it was chaotic, crazy. I don't think I could explain every single thing that happened in this short video that we have here, but my initial thoughts were this was probably one of the most challenging things that has happened in my life. When Rally Fry started, I had a really good coach with us, and we had 2 amazing seasons together. But at the end of the day, for financial reasons, we decided to split ways. And that left me in a hole where I had no one to coach the Rally Fries. And it actually brought up one of my favorite points and most stressful points of this season, was where I wasn't even sure if the 11U season was going to continue, you guys. We brought on Coach Tyler, you remember, from the Dodger Films softball series. But after a while, we realized, you know what, that wasn't exactly working. And right around the Christmas break, we took a break. And I'll be completely honest, you guys, I did not know what was going to happen with the team, if we were going to continue. After a good 2-week break, we all got a little bit of rest, came together and decided, you know what, these kids have put in way too much work for us to just stop. So the amazing thing happened. I had 2 parents step up and help get Rally Fries through the season. Dante's dad, Tato, and Junior's dad, Mark, who I owe a great debt of gratitude because they stepped up and helped the Rally Fries when we were in a big time of need. We had no coach. I wasn't in a hurry to go find a coach. I wanted to make sure we found the right person and the right guys for the jobs. And that is who you guys see as coaching the team now. We'll talk about them in a minute, but I have to talk about Coach Mark and Coach Dante because in a time when I was very stressed and unsure, they helped pull us through and keep the Rally Fries going for this 11U season. And it was capped off by our amazing tournament in Texas where, man, you guys, that was without a doubt like peak Rally Fries in my opinion. Like, I've never seen the team come together and handle like so much pressure and it was amazing because one of those games in Texas I didn't get to film, if you remember. I actually got to go hang out in the dugout and hang out with the team, and I remember it was like that was very eye-opening for me because usually I'm always in the back out in the outfield filming, and I got to actually see the players go through their emotions in that game. It was in Texas. It was late at night. I can't even remember the team, but I remember they were from Florida, and all I remember was Juju's amazing home run. I mean, geez, that was probably the biggest home run in Rally Fry history. I'm getting a little choked up just thinking about it because the team really came together in that tournament, you guys. And yeah, that's one tournament I'll never forget. We ended up finishing, I think 8th out of that tournament. We were the last California team standing. So it was awesome, you guys. I'll never forget that moment. And, you know, I'll always feel like I owe Coach Tato and Coach Mark a huge gratitude because, yeah, it was an amazing tournament, you guys. For me, the peak of the 11U season, and things just got better after that for me, you know, and for the team because we finally went through the motions of finding a coach. We took our time to make sure it was the right guy, you know, for both sides. I mean, we had to make sure there was going to be a coach that was going to be here. And also, you know, someone that we could trust, and we did. We found Coach Jeff Murray, who is the head coach over at St. Paul High School here in Santa Fe Springs in California, and his assistant coach Alex, who have done an amazing job with the kids so far. And I'm happy to announce, guys, that as this 11U season ends and we go into the 12U season, we're going to start 2 12U teams and a brand new 6U team, guys. Yes, we're going to have a 6U Rally Fry team. Give me a comment. What do you think that team should be named? My favorite one so far is the Tater Tots. I feel like that is such a cool name, but leave a comment. Let's see what you guys think the new 6U team should be. It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. 6U is still where the coaches pitch to the players, so you're going to see Lumpy out there tossing to the 6U to players and watching them get hits. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. So be on the lookout, and that is why I'm just super excited for this 12U team because we're going to have 2 teams going to Cooperstown. We're going to do all of these fun tournaments. I mean, it's going to be a lot of super fun, you guys. 12U season, get ready. We got so much amazing content coming up. Ay. Okay, so let's see. We're going to talk about now that, you know, 11U season is over, and right now we're doing tryouts. We got a month-long tryout with a bunch of players trying to see who's going to be on the main team and who's going to be on the second team. But the good news is all those teams are going to be coached by the same coaches. And even during the games, Rally Fries will play one weekend, the other team will play the next weekend. And as players, kind of struggle or advance, we'll move and swap players and give them a chance to all play with the main Rally Fry team this season. And it's going to be great, you guys. I know a lot of the kids are excited, and I know I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited to see all this amazing content. We're even going to start doing the practices. I'm going to show you guys what the Rally Fries are doing in the practices when we do our inner squad, things like that. And one thing I also wanted to do, you guys, is because, when I started this channel, it wasn't just me. It was also my son, Lumpy. This whole Benny No Team Rally Fries channel, it's me and my son, and that's kind of how it started. And I want to let you guys get a chance to hear what Lumpy has to say about the 11U season from his perspective, because, we put the players through a lot. They had a lot of changes to go through this year, and I kind of want to hear what Lumpy has to say, and I hope you guys too. So, hey, come over here, my man. Here is Lumpy. He's going to say hi on the mic right here. What's up, bro?
What's up, YouTube?
Sweet. So, Lumpy, he was standing 10 feet next to me, so he kind of heard the question. But, Lumpy, the 11U season, man, it was crazy. We played a lot of tournaments. We had a lot of changes. For you, what would you say, how did you feel about the 11U season now that everything is done?
I feel like that I feel very welcoming that I get to experience this feeling with Rally Fries, and that I have a lot of memorable things that have happened. And one thing that I'm going to remember is me getting benched, that I've learned my lesson.
Wow. That is, I'm a little surprised to hear you say that. No, that's a great thing. I'm glad to hear that you've learned your lesson. And I can already tell you guys, Lumpy has turned a corner, and you guys will see that very soon. But now that I'm sure you're never going to forget that. But what about all of the good moments? I mean, that was a great moment, don't get me wrong, because it was a learning lesson. But what about the other Rally Fry players? Is there anyone that had a pretty cool moment this season?
Oh, yeah. So, of course, Juju with that home run in Texas. And Juju on that beat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was great. What else, man?
Lexon with that amazing catch, too, that pretty much saved that.
That was in Texas, right?
Yeah.
That was the one game, you guys, I couldn't film. So, there were so many defensive gems that happened. And unfortunately, Lexon and Aaliyah, who made amazing catches, I didn't get to film it. So, but I mean, hey, what about this tournament, Lumpy? What happened in this tournament?
This tournament that Aaliyah hit her first very home run against TC Titans. That was very cool. And Gavin, of course, hit his first ever home run, which was a walk-off against the Canes. And fun fact, the coach brought in a lot of kids from different states. That officially that I think we ruined their day, whatever. And also first ever tournament. Well, it was very funny. Roman attempting to rob a home run.
Oh, I remember that. And he fell over the fence, right?
Yeah.
Kind of fell over on the back. That was hilarious. Oh my God, there were so many moments that happened. Jeez, it's hard to remember every single thing. Usually every year we do a recap of the 10 greatest moments for the Rally Fries. This year for that one, which will come in later December, you guys, that'll probably be a really fun video, because there's so many plays to go through. Lumpy, in closing, man, I love you. Oh, you have more to say? He was whispering. Go ahead, Lumpy.
The Mother's Day actually was pretty much a very cool day, because a lot of us hit home runs, including me hitting a walk-off home run for my mom. That was very special for me, that I'll never forget. And also Texas against JSM, we came all together. We fought hard, but we couldn't beat them but we tried our best. They just got their way. Baseball doesn't go their way that people want to. That it's just a learning lesson that we can learn from what mistakes that we did, and that we can hopefully face them again and hopefully beat them next time.
Well said, Lumpy. That was a very fun game, you guys. If you saw that one, that was without a doubt a favorite memory as well. Both teams played amazing. It was a pitcher's duel for both sides, and they were also talking back and forth and chirping with each other. Lumpy getting the old overrated chance and then coming up with that hit. I think he almost hit a home run, if I'm not. It was a ground rule double. That was an amazing game as well. Like I said, so many memories, you guys. And I mean, they're just like, it really chokes me up a little bit to think about every single thing that happened. Because 11U, without a doubt, was, like I said in the beginning, very chaotic, very amazing, and just like, talk about both ends of the spectrum being down and high. I mean, it was a huge roller coaster this 11U season, you guys. And Lumpy, I just want to say, man, I love you very much. I hope you get ready and have a lot of fun in this 12U season. It's the last time you guys are going to be playing, I think, on these small fields with these fences. So take advantage, young man. And I hope you hit a lot of home runs in 12U. You guys, for you watching on YouTube, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys very much. 11U has been a lot of fun. And Lumpy, let's just say right now, we love the fans. We thank them for watching. We cannot wait for 12U. And go ahead, say it. We love you guys.
We love you, everyone, and hopefully we can see you in the 12U season and see you in Cooperstown.
Absolutely, guys. One last time, Rally Fries. Don't forget to binge watch. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're out of here. Peace.